So I'm here on New Year's Eve. I'm assuming that more of us are like having a quieter New Year's Eve than usual. This is usually what I do, anyways. But I felt inspired to do a card reading to kind of foretell, predict in a way what might be coming in 2021, in the year to come, just for fun. So this is for all of us, anyone who may be watching this. Yeah, I hope you enjoy. It's really interesting what arose. I chose a few different types of cards, but I'm going to show them to you and walk you through it and share a few insights. Hopefully they resonate. Yeah, it feels really good and exciting. So I'll start with tarot cards. So I pulled the Two of Wands. There's a lot of wands that I pulled, and wands are all about fire and transformation. These cards are so beautiful. I love the artwork. Yeah, so I think we definitely all know that we're in a time of transformation as humans and humanity. So yeah, that's what the ones are all about, that creative sort of energy, life energy that transforms us and all of life really from one form into another. So the Two of Wands is all about kind of planning for the future, and it makes sense. I think we're definitely all in a time of like maybe having a bit of perspective from the, in some ways, like radical changes that have been happening in the world, and yeah, we might just have had a bit of space to kind of process that and think about, oh, what do I want to maybe like change for the future and start planning for, like what's important to me. That's another big theme here, like what are my values and what's really important for me as I make plans and decisions and choices in my life going forward. Yeah, so that's really what the Two of Wands is about, is looking into the future and making some plans, maybe not taking action yet, but really looking at what we're wanting to create in the future. And then we got the Ten of Swords, which is a card of like a lot of pain and can be like betrayal even, and yeah, just like a hard time. And the feeling that I got with like the other cards I pulled, and especially these two together, is like really both like being done with the hard stuff and the suffering and the pain that we might have experienced, or just like tough stuff that's come up in the past years or year, feeling done with that and ready for some new stuff and changes in our life. And also with the Ten of Swords, it's kind of like a reminder of the hope and positivity, and again, opportunity for transformation and like rebirth, even in really dark times and painful times. So that's a really nice little, some people might say like silver lining in moments like that feel like this, which are really painful and hard and can feel like hopeless sometimes. But there's yeah, there's always a bit of light that emerges from moments like this, and like new sparks of possibility. Like when one thing is just done and like over, there's always new sparks and possibilities. So yeah, sometimes it takes a little while to see that, but okay. And then we got the Strength card, which I always love to see, and it's just a reminder that like all the challenges or anything that, you know, has hard aspects to it is really just I pulled some other cards here that point to that as well, but it's really just giving us, to be clear for you, opportunities to build up our strength and our resilience, our wisdom, and just a reminder that we always have the strength somewhere like deep within us that we can source from to move through any challenging moments. So yeah, this whole time of transformation has really just been building up our strength, our sources of strength. Okay, and then next we got the Five of Rods, some more rods. Some more transformation, and the Five of Rods, this is a really interesting one. So this is really about, can be conflict and differing opinions, which I think there's maybe a lot of in the world right now. Hmm So, kind of about the coming cards will tell a more of a story, but reminding us that there's always a way to find balance and harmony amongst maybe what may seem disharmonious and troublesome on the surface, or maybe where it's hard to find a solution because everyone, the different components or people involved, are seeing things from a different perspective, right? So sometimes it's hard to find the balance in that or a solution, but it is always there to be found. So really about like hearing out everyone's perspective and creating that space to listen and see things from another person's perspective, even if we maybe don't agree with it, and see things differently ourselves. Really important to listen to everyone deeply and see where they're coming from, so that we can find that place of harmony and move forward together without, like killing each other, basically. Not funny at all, but I often laugh so that I don't cry. Okay, so the next cards are really beautiful. So we got the Page of Wands again, some more transformation. And this card is like so much about inspiration and new ideas and possibilities, and really being excited about that. It like comes before the Two of Rods that we had before. So this is like the spark of a new idea, or many new ideas, or dreams, and the beautiful things that emerge from, again, these really challenging, painful moments of life. This is what emerges afterwards, and even after like moments of conflict that have felt really hard. This is like having new ideas of ways to approach things, and again, not really taking forward action yet, just the spark of an idea, kind of like a feeling of anything is possible and limitless possibilities. So yeah, I think we're definitely in that phase, and maybe, the whole year ahead could be making those plans and maybe not taking as many actions, who knows, but yeah, really getting into that space where we can start to see and get inspired about new possibilities in life. So that's really exciting. And then we got the Four of Rods, more wands. This is such a beautiful card of harmony, of having, like, after having some of that conflict and hardship, being able to celebrate our wins and what's going right, and really finding that harmony amongst maybe whatever challenges or conflicts there have been. It can be a card of marriage and love as well, but really celebration. We did come up with the Lover's card, which is such a beautiful card as well. Hope you can see that okay. So both these together can really signify love, marriage, beautiful things coming in, and for sure finding harmony amongst what was previously disharmonious, or just hard to find solutions for, or ways forward for. This is all about kind of balancing polarities and different energies. These together are like such a beautiful combination, and really accessing like our higher selves, and instead of like this can be a really passionate card as well, the Lovers, and sometimes like a surface level like physical passion, but like in its highest form, it's really about accessing our higher selves, and really finding effective ways of communicating with each other, on the deepest level, like really on an intimate emotional level, so that we can find harmony together. Yes, I love these two. Okay, so what else? I pulled some animal cards for us. So these were the first two. They came out together and very similar, like reptilian vibes. So we got the cobra and the crocodile. And both are about really going inwards, and maybe not, again, like taking as much action in the outer world, really about like reflecting inwardly. And the cobra is all about like our inner teacher, and maybe like studying new things, learning new things, but really looking for the answers within ourselves, and taking that time to go inward and be humble, and maybe not know all the answers yet, but to learn new things and ways of approaching life, but knowing that we do have the answers within and we can access them within, and just to really follow our intuition as to what we might be needing to learn next, or where to go next. So I loved that one. And then the crocodile is about kind of like cooling off and waiting, and again, not making any like major decisions necessarily yet, but like after an intense, maybe like passionate, heated time of, again, like maybe a lot of conflict or something like that, just waiting until the answers become clear and we can find our inner wisdom again. Yeah, that's what the crocodile's about. And again, similar themes here. We got 2 spirit cards. So we have the golden egg and the dragon. Love these ones. So the golden egg is all about our heart, and tuning into the wisdom of our heart and listening to our heart. I wanted to read you something about these ones. And then the dragon is all about, of course, fire, but again, trusting that we can kind of like step back from our analytical mind that always wants to find the answers, and giving ourselves the space and time, both with the heart, and the dragon represents like our navel and our sense of self, our ego, but kind of stepping back from that ego self and waiting and giving ourselves the space for the answers to bubble up to the surface again from our highest self, our highest wisdom. Yeah, so I just wanted to read you a little bit. Let me see what I find. Rest is another big theme with all of these cards, like giving ourselves the time to rest to find our answers. Really important. Okay, so let's just see here. Okay, the magical essence of the golden egg needs warmth, quiet, and time to unfold. No rushing, pushing, or grasping. Find a place of deep and restful ease. So you can do like a meditation practice, or just resting and giving yourself time and space. Yeah, listening to our breath and just asking a question that's maybe like weighing on our heart that we can't seem to find an answer to. And staying open to any responses, but giving ourselves that time and space to let that wisdom from within, again, from our inner teacher, to emerge. And then I pulled a few little cards from our goddesses for wisdom. So I pulled Queen Esther. I'm just going to give you a summary of what these cards mean. So beautiful. So she is all about, I won't get into the whole story of who she is, but wonderful to research if you're interested. But she's really all about trusting our soul's intuition and divine timing. So again, that emerges from resting, reflecting, giving ourselves space so that we can trust our intuition and not forcing things before they're ready. Yeah, so that's what she is really about. Making sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah, just trusting divine timing. I also pulled Catherine Labouré. So she's all about miraculous healing. And there's been so much coming in about this lately around just opening to miracles, and not needing to, again, have so much hardship and suffering in our lives anymore, kind of just letting that go and being open to letting ourselves feel other things and to heal from what's felt maybe really stuck and hard in the past. And this is my favorite goddess, Aquilanda, the goddess of never not broken. I'll just read to you about her. Okay. So vulnerability is our greatest strength. If we are always broken, we can never break. We are here to let our ideas of ourselves go up in flames so that beneath the ashes, the soft core of who we truly are arises. And so that we remember that it's not the heart that ever breaks, it's the ego. The heart only ever expands.